Alright guys, day 21 or 22. So okay, let's get into it. So today's topic is called anger is unattractive. So why am I telling you guys this? So basically a few minutes ago I just finished up a call, I guess, with one of my business partners. So I mentioned this in my last video that we're kind of not agreeing on things, and we're gonna part ways. So we're just kind of deciding on the direction of the business. So in the end, I'm gonna buy him out. So okay, anyway. So we started this thing a year and a half ago, start of 2017. So we're both kids, basically. We didn't know what the fuck we're doing, and yeah. So about a year later, so throughout the year, like nothing really happened to the business. But then a year, like at the end of last year, so basically a year since we started, the business just kind of blew up. Yeah. So over the few months of working together, we were cool at first, like not much trouble, like not we're kind of agreeing on everything. But then after a year, we're just kind of butting heads. And I remember when I was in Australia, we were disagreeing on things, and I got really angry. Like, I was with this person, and they overheard the conversation, and they just like, whoa, like, because I lost my shit. Like, I don't usually lose my temper, but I was losing my shit. And I just remember that time I was very emotional during the phone call. And after the phone call, I just thought, like, holy shit, I didn't know I had that kind of side in me. So that happened a few months ago, and then I guess kind of gradually we're still butting heads and stuff. And what I learned is whenever my emotional side was kind of taking over my logical side, I would just hang up the phone call, because I know that my current mindset was not fit for a proper conversation. Because whenever your emotional side takes over, you kind of say shit you wouldn't normally say. So there was like, I put in like some personal attacks here and there, which I regret a lot, because business should just be logical. It's just like, shouldn't be personal shit, because we're friends. But yeah. So a good example of this is like, I guess when we're out late at night, either kind of partying or drinking, I guess we're kind of more emotional. So we would message people we shouldn't. Examples like kind of your past ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, or you see someone that you know you shouldn't. So yeah, I knew that when my emotional side takes over, I should just hang out and just call off, just give it a day or two, because I know when I wake up the next morning, I'm gonna be refreshed. I'm gonna be fully 100% logical, and that's when I can start having a proper conversation. Even if I'm not people and it's the person being emotional, you just hang up and just let them call off. Freaking plane. Yeah, so I guess some lessons I learned from this whole experience is just always think logically in business, and not in just in business, just in everything, I would say. Because when you're logical, you know you're doing the right thing. When you're emotional, you do stupid shit. Another lesson I learned is I always put we're kind of discussing the contract, like what's in it and all that, and I would mention one thing that seems logical to me, but for him, he would disagree, and I would just kind of, get furious. But when that happened, I was thinking it from his point of view, like, why isn't he agreeing? And I could see some parts like, okay, I think it's logical for me, but for him, he would think, okay, I'm gonna fuck him over, right? So that's why he's thinking of this and not agreeing on things I say. So, okay, it makes sense, it's logical. So, because initially I would like kind of spike up in motion, then I think about it and I kind of drop down, I cool off. So, whenever you're having arguments or anything in your day-to-day, just think, why is this person thinking like this? Because that will clarify a lot of things. Anyways, that's about it for me. So yeah, don't let your emotion side take over, because when you do, you're gonna get your anger side come out, and that's just unattractive. So see you tomorrow.